Alright, y'all. Bubba here again. Guess what? It's raining outside again. So here we are. But today we're going to have a little education about something near and dear to my heart that I mentioned in the last video. Ticks and skeeters. The main one's going to be ticks today, but almost everything I'm going to tell you about also affects skeeters. Mosquitoes for you other people. Basically, I'm going to talk about tick repellent, mosquito repellent. Last time me and Grace went camping, I don't remember how many ticks we picked off of us. The mosquitoes weren't bad then, but the ticks were horrible. But there's a lot of natural tick repellents, and there's a lot of store-bought tick repellents. Me personally, I don't like DEET. DEET burns. As soon as you start sweating, it starts burning. It don't smell great. I don't care if it's scented or unscented. It does not smell good. And it burns. And it's a bad chemical. But it works to an extent, but I don't like it. My store-bought preferences would be picaridin and permethrin. Permethrin you can spray on your clothes, and it will actually work several times after several washes. Ticks hate it. They get on you and die. Spray your main clothes that you hike with, like your pants, your gaiters if you wear them, your shoes, your drawers if you want to. But, ooh, pause for the cause. Grace, give me my cup. Thank you. Bye, Grace. But, permethrin's really good. Picaridin's pretty good. They sell it in sprays. I don't think picaridin works as good as the permethrin for a long time. Picaridin works great for like the day. Now, natural bug repellents. There's a lot of essential oils you can put on your clothes and around your house for your pets and your person. There are lots of plants you can actually plant. I got a list here. I've been doing a lot of research. I've known most of these. I've used several of them at my house, but I wanted to have a lot of information. There's lots of things you can plant around your house, like rose geranium, rosemary, rue, wormwood, lavender, lemongrass, citronella, eucalyptus, and something called neem oil I've never heard of. Now, all these things I just named help for ticks and skeeters. I grow garlic. That helps. When you eat it, helps supposedly keep the bugs off of you, mosquitoes and ticks. Feed it to your dogs too. Put garlic in their food. That'll help keep the bugs off of them. But rosemary, an awesome herb. Great for keeping them ticks out of your yard, mosquitoes out of your yard. And if you ever want to cook some chicken, go outside, get you some of the rosemary, and put on your chicken. It's really good. Also makes for great seasoning on everything else, fish too. A little bit of oil, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of butter, a little bit of rosemary. Oh, different video, I'm sorry. Continuing on. But you plant the lemongrass and the mint. Mint's great for mosquitoes. Not so much ticks, but great for mosquitoes. By the front door of my house, there used to be a whole bunch of mint. It was overtaking things. I cut it back. It hasn't come back. Mosquitoes came back, though. Azaleas are horrible. I have azaleas all over my yard. Azaleas actually help breed mosquitoes. They're very pretty, but they're not good for mosquito population. Basil. You can plant basil if you're in the... Now, a lot of this depends on your climate. How far north or south you live, what you can actually plant, what you can actually grow. Do the research. Look it up. Eucalyptus. Now, this is something I actually tried, and I'm not sure if it was the eucalyptus or the tea tree oil. I had a tick on me, and I put some eucalyptus and some tea tree oil on the tick, and it actually backed out. So I didn't have to pull it out. If the tick itself backs out, the sore that it leaves behind is a little bit easier and heals better. But I have a bunch of essential oils, and I keep these around the house because I also make beard oil. Lavender oil, one of the things on my list. Eucalyptus, one of the things on the list. Don't know what that is. It's a blend. And tea tree essential oil. I have the tea tree essential oil, and I also have a bigger bottle of tea tree oil that I use for my beard and putting in my beard balm. But get you some of these essential oils, and they actually help. They make a difference. And I found out, I'm not sure if it's the eucalyptus or the tea tree that caused the tick to back out, but it didn't like one or the other, or it didn't like both. So that's always a good thing. Now, something I heard about back when I was a kid. I'm not sure how true this is, but have you ever heard of a tick bed? Or old 1800 cowboys would have an empty sheet basically, and one of the things I heard from a guy I know is they'd fill it with ferns, or they always wanted to camp in areas with ferns. Now I did try to look this up. I tried to research a little bit about it, and I didn't find nothing about, I want to say bracken ferns is what I was told, whether or not it did or did not help to keep ticks away. But from personal experience, I've noticed that when I make my camp in an area full of ferns, I don't have a problem with ticks. So I kind of believe it. So do your own research, do your own study, see if bracken fern makes a difference. See if that's something that actually does keep the ticks away. Use it as bedding. That's what I've done. Now I'm sleeping in a hammock, I don't have to make bedding. So that's also a plus. But I've noticed areas of a lot of rhododendrons and bracken ferns do not have a lot of ticks in the area. So I believe that ticks don't like them. Oh, and something else I stumbled across while doing a lot of research was sulfur. I saw it all over the place. I've never actually tried this, but I think I'm going to. You get sulfur powder, put it in a thin sock, and beat yourself with the sock full of sulfur powder around your boots, around your pant legs, around your belt line, shoulders, your back. Now I'm sure it doesn't smell great, but this is one of those old-timey things I actually found on the internet, and I found it in more than a dozen places. Found pictures, videos. I have not tried this. I just learned about it here recently, but it makes sense. The sulfur stinks. Something about smells and different chemical properties keeps away ticks, keeps away mosquitoes and bugs. So I'm curious. I think I'm going to try it. So y'all do me a favor, leave a comment down below if you've heard about this. The sulfur powder in an old thin sock, and beat your clothes with it, and it keeps ticks off of you. Never heard of it till recently, but I've seen a lot of things on the internet from my research saying that it works great and it's awesome. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know if you've tried it, or your grandma and grandpa, somebody's done it. Or hell, go try it and then come back and let me know how it works. That'd be awesome too. But to each his own, whatever your preferences. If you like deep, if you like all natural oils and plants, hell, take some of these plants that keep things away and make your own balm, make your own cream. One of the beard balms I make, I actually put tea tree oil, eucalyptus oil, and lemongrass oil in it, and it helps keep the mosquitoes and gnats away from my face. So it works for me. Do your research, study. You know, the good book says, study to show yourself approved. I'm sure that's in more than just the Bible. It's a life thing you should just do. If you want to know something, don't be a keyboard gangster. Study it, learn it, try it out. I'm going to try out the sulfur thing. I know all these other natural things work because I've done them, I've used them, I've got the oils. I've made the balm and tried it out during gnat season in Hawkinsville. And if any of y'all from Hawkinsville, you know that's the gnat capital of the world. Keeps gnats and things away from you. When I put it in my beard, it works. Or I just got lucky that day, I don't know. But every time I put that certain balm in my beard, it keeps the bugs away. Or at least the mosquitoes and the gnats out of my face. But I really like all the natural stuff. That's my preference. If you like them or if you don't like them, hey, that's your preference. Y'all, I appreciate y'all watching today. Just a little quick video for your Friday. Took a lot of notes. Y'all get you a notepad. I've got a notepad in my book bag. I got a notepad in my toolbox. This is my personal notepad for the house when I do research. All kinds of stuff written in it. Write things down. It's easy to remember. You can always go back. Alright. I appreciate y'all. Do me a favor. Like, subscribe. If you're not getting my notifications, click the little bell. It'll let you know when I post a new video. But, alright, y'all. Till next time, God bless and have a wonderful weekend. Thank y'all now.